Understanding the difference between advice and advice. So in this video lesson, you are going to understand the differences between advice and advice and how to use them correctly in sentences. First, let's see that advice is a noun. It means that it's a suggestion or a recommendation given to help someone decide what to do. For example, my teacher gave me some good advice on how to study for the exam. So, advice is the noun, is the recommendation, is the suggestion that you give. So, this is how to pronounce the word advice. Look at the meaning. It's an opinion that someone offers you about what you should do or how you should act in a particular situation. Now, let's see about advice. Advice is a noun, advice is a verb. It means that to give someone a suggestion or a recommendation. Advice is the suggestion, the recommendation, but advice is the giving of that suggestion or the giving of the advice. As an example, my teacher advised me to study every day before the exam. So, the activity or the act of giving the recommendation, the advice is advice. Look at the pronunciation. So, advice. It means to give someone advice. All right? Remember then, advice and in eyes. Advice. A thing, or the noun, or the recommendation, or the suggestion. While advice ends in eyes. So this is an action, a verb, the activity of giving the recommendation. Right? Now, let's see more example. She asked for her friend's advice about which book to read. So, advice. Advice is a noun. The doctor advised him to get more rest. Advised him to get more rest. The doctor giving the advice, giving the recommendation. So, advice, that is a verb. I don't know what to do. Can you give me some advice? So, this is give the noun. Give advice. Advice the noun. The coach advised the players to focus, to stay focused during the game. So that is the verb. Now, let's see another practice. So the teacher gave me some helpful blank about studying for the test. My parents always blank me to work hard and be kind. She didn't follow the blank her friend gave her. Can you blank me on which course I should take? He often gives good blank when it comes to planning trips. So, what about this one? Some helpful advice. Why? Because this is requiring the advice or the recommendation or the suggestion. What about the second one? My parents always. So this is the parents giving the recommendation because the parents giving the recommendation. So advise. My parents always advise me to work hard. She didn't follow the recommendation or the suggestion. So this is she didn't follow the advice her friends gave her. Can you? So this is you doing the activity, doing the recommendation, giving the recommendation. So, can you advise me on which course I should take? He often gives good advice when it comes to planning trips. So that's the end of the lesson for advice and advice. Continue to do the exercise on your student book.